Our blog today is going to be about the power of real-time feedback. Picture this: winter in Holland. That means windy, cold, dreary weather. Very early in the morning, I'm walking to the office of one of my clients. The lights are still out, the doors are still locked, and over the coming minutes, people that are attending my call event are trickling in. Call events. Wow, I'm completely in love with them. It's one of the favorite things I do. Call events are actually real life learning events to learn to call to prospective clients. We don't only teach tools, scripts, methods and approaches to do cold calling, we actually ask of every attendee to bring their own hit list to do the calling to the clients. During the first calling round, I'm teaming up with Anne. Anne was actually not invited to this sales training event because her managers were doubtful that she had the ability. I had an interesting conversation with her over tea on this, and I decided to join her. Anne has a listening disability in both ears, and she requested a secluded meeting room to do her calling. We entered the room. She started to call, and the first call, the second call, they both didn't really go that well. And suddenly she hands me the headset and she says, "Don't you think that this is very, well, not loud, this is very quiet, this headset doesn't really let me listen well?" And I'm listening and I say, "It's true." And I said, "Haven't you considered setting the phone to speakerphone?" She looked at me surprised. Nobody had ever suggested that to her. Calling improved, the conditions improved, my feedback helped, the real-time feedback helped, and she improved immensely. For the second round, I invited the manager in and I left the room. 3/4 of an hour, I can still picture that manager coming out of that room with a complete look of surprise on her eyes. Anne had called 8 prospects and managed to secure 4 face-to-face meetings, a conversion rate of 50%, high, a double above the average of that entire event over the entire country where we rolled it out. To be honest, I don't know whether the title of this blog really covers the message. Yes, we've covered the power of real-time feedback, and you can picture Anne in that meeting room with either me or the manager receiving real-time feedback on her calling and how valuable that can be. But maybe this blog is also about us as feedback givers and our attitudes when we enter into a feedback situation. Are we coming from respect and love and appreciation and value for the other's talents? Or are we coming from somewhere else? And no matter how well scripted or well executed our feedback is, does either appreciation shine through, or does something like doubt or maybe even criticism shine through? I love to hear your thoughts on this, or read them or listen to them. So let's get in touch. I'd love to hear from you.
Are you